Thank you very much for joining us today in this interactive presentation for YPO's Liquid Fuels Framework, which provides a compliant route to market for public sector organisations who wish to procure liquid fuel products and any ancillary services. My name's Steve Sefton. I'm the energy category buyer here at YPO, working within a team of 6 energy specialists. I've been working in procurement at YPO for over 6 years and joined the energy team in 2015. My main role is to oversee the liquid fuels and the LED lighting contracts, and I look after some key customer accounts for YPO's electricity and gas frameworks, which are the 2 largest contracts in the YPO portfolio. Just to provide more information regarding this webinar, the topics we will cover today will include a quick introduction to YPO, an introduction to YPO Energy, key contract facts regarding the liquid fuels framework, the tender process we undertook for liquid fuels, what is included in the liquid fuels framework, specification tips for liquid fuels, the further competition process, and the benefits for joining our framework. Finally, at the end, we will talk about how you can contact the YPO team, as well as giving you a brief overview of other YPO energy frameworks that may be of interest to you. So, who is YPO? You maybe have already heard of us, but if not, YPO is the UK's largest public sector buying organisation, based in Wakefield in West Yorkshire, but we operate on a nationwide basis. We have an annual turnover of almost £700 million, and we have 500 members of staff across 2 sites. We are 100% owned by several local authorities, a list of which can be viewed on YPO's website. We are a not-for-profit organisation, and any profits that we do make are returned to our public sector customers. Overall, YPO has returned over £110 million back to the public purse, which truly helps our customers to protect their frontline services. We supply an extensive range of products and over 100 different services through our frameworks. These include everything from utilities and energy to facilities management and to IT services. So here's a little bit about YPO Energy. We are here to help any public sector organisation, but we provide specific support for schools, providing around 3,500 school meter points with energy products and services across the YPO portfolio, which includes electricity, gas, liquid and solid fuels, LED lighting, energy efficient heating, and solar panels. User guides for all our energy frameworks are available on our website, which can be viewed on www.ypo.co.uk/energy for schools. So this session concentrates mainly on liquid fuels, which is one of YPO's major energy frameworks. It's valid until November 2019. And we supply approximately £200 million worth of liquid fuels across our entire customer base. On the framework, we have 5 specialist fuel suppliers, who in no particular order are Certas Energy, Craggs Energy, Halls Fuels, Rix Petroleum, and Standard Fuels. This is a nationwide framework, and all suppliers can provide the full range of liquid fuel products, as well as any ancillary services that customers may wish to procure at the same time. So one question that customers often ask us on these larger frameworks is how we set up the tender. For liquid fuels, we first held pre-engagement with customers to establish what they were looking for. This was the lowest price, but also with a high level of service with on-time deliveries for schools to avoid issues. This is especially critical for fuels such as heating oils, where any delays could result in school shutdowns. We also engage with suppliers to discuss the market conditions that they operate in, to set our expectations and to understand what a good level of service looks like. We sought their expertise to push the boundaries and ensure that our framework led the way. We then conducted a full ODU compliant tender, which specified a number of key service level agreements, key performance indicators, and quality requirements. When compiling the tender documents, we ensured that the balance between obtaining a low price and a high quality of service was achieved. The process was robust to ensure that suppliers had to prove their capacity and capability to service a contract of YPO's overall size and to demonstrate their experience of working with our schools customers. Once all bids were received, we evaluated and reviewed all submissions to ensure that suppliers were awarded in a transparent and fair way. The contract was then awarded, and this will run until November 2019, after which we plan to have a new contract in place. So which products are included within the liquid fuels framework? Pretty much any liquid fuel product can be purchased using the framework, but the main types are heating oils, which customers may also refer to as gas oil or red diesel. Customers could also buy kerosene, which is another popular heating fuel. And the framework's also used to procure road fuels, which will include unleaded petrol and road diesel. The framework can be utilised for ancillary services, and of particular interest for schools could be telemetry devices, which measures the fuel levels within storage tanks and alerts you when it reaches a certain level to prompt ordering. For those customers who wish to buy liquid fuels through the framework, YPO can help to build a specification for you. In the first instance, we will send you a very easy to complete Proforma, which will ask you for key pieces of information regarding your requirements, such as type and specification of fuel required. If you're unsure what you currently buy, then you can contact your existing supplier and they will be able to help you. We would also ask you how much fuel you are expecting to use annually and how much fuel you would typically order each time. This ensures we will get you the best possible price. We will then ask you if there are any specific delivery requirements, for example, opening times for delivery and location for drop-off. Finally, we will ask you if there is anything else that is important to you that hasn't already been covered, and you will be given the opportunity to request anything that is tailored to your specific requirements. As this framework has 5 awarded suppliers on it, your fuel would be priced by issuing what we call a further competition. A further competition is basically a mini tender in which we send the 5 suppliers details of your requirements and we ask them to compete to give you the very best offer. So let us talk you through the further competition process. Step 1. YPO will put together some further competition documents for you. These will be put together using the information that you provided on the Proforma that we previously supplied. We will return these to you to check over to make sure you are totally happy with all the details on the documents. Step 2. Once you have confirmed you are happy with the documents, then YPO will publish the further competition on our e-tendering portal and we will handle any supplier questions for you. We don't generally receive many questions because the documentation is comprehensive, but a supplier may ask, for example, to visit the site to check where the fuel will be delivered. This is to ensure they offer a solution that is suitable for each customer. For instance, they may want to check that the delivery lorry that they will typically use is suitable for your site. Step 3. The suppliers will then submit bids to YPO by a set deadline. This is typically 2 to 4 weeks after the documents are uploaded. YPO will present the responses to you in a user-friendly format for you to review and make a decision on the awarded supplier. Step 4. You then advise YPO if you wish to proceed with a contract. At this point, YPO will draft successful and unsuccessful letters to all suppliers, giving details of the outcome and any feedback that you wish to give. And finally, step 5, the contract is arranged between you and the successful supplier. Some customers may prefer to have a face-to-face meeting with the new supplier prior to appointment to discuss how to place orders, the systems and processes used, and how to raise queries. Once you are happy, then you are good to go and start ordering from your new supplier. So what are the benefits of using the framework? These are some of the main benefits that we believe are the most important ones for our customers. YPO frameworks work on the basis of aggregating all customer demand. This gives us increased purchasing power and makes us a more attractive proposition to potential suppliers, which helps us to drive down the price and increase service levels. YPO manages the 5 suppliers all the way through your contract on your behalf. We hold regular review meetings with each supplier, and in the unlikely event that you do have an issue with your contract, we will raise this in these meetings for you and seek a resolution. Being on a YPO contract, which includes lots of larger customers, means that the suppliers will position you as a key account, and in times of fuel shortages, you will be prioritised over other customers that do not have a contract in place. Finally, being on a contract will offer you a fixed price margin for the duration of your contract to give you an element of budget certainty. Whilst prices do vary according to the market price of the fuel, having a fixed price margin will help you to be charged a consistently fair price and avoid you being potentially charged a higher price during periods of adverse weather, when typically prices may go up. So just to give a little customer feedback, we've put together a short good news story regarding the liquid fuels framework. YPO worked with the Voyage Learning Campus, who are an education customer who consume around 9,000 litres of heating oil annually. They came to us in 2016 as they were concerned that they were paying over the odds for their liquid fuels with their previous supplier, and they wanted to see if YPO could help. YPO ran a further competition for them using the processes described in this presentation. We were delighted by the outcome, which was to achieve cost savings for our customer of more than 50% off the previous cost of their fuels. The customer has been using the framework for almost 2 years and continues to enjoy a great level of service combined with a lower price. Here on the slide, we have a nice little quote from Gemma, our customer, who told us how pleased she was with the process. So what next? We would absolutely love to hear from you, so if you have any questions or if you would like to arrange an informal chat, please contact us on schoolsenergy@ypo.co.uk and a member of the team will give you a ring back. Our energy offer includes a full range of energy products and services, which includes electricity, gas, solid fuels, low energy lighting, and microgeneration with options of solar panels and low energy heating options. Please don't hesitate to contact us if you need any further information. Thank you very much for listening.